Good morning, folks. Welcome back. Today, I think we're going to continue to zoom in a little bit tighter and kind of focus more on one merchant area inside of Meyer. We're not going to necessarily set it in the same market setting as before, but same kind of vibe. Yeah. I think let's start with some ground and water. And we are going to shrink ourselves down today a little bit. Mesh circle. We'll set it to, instead of 75, we're going to go to 50. So still pretty big, but not as big. Okay. And same vibe as before. What's this one? I lost my picture. Okay. Weird. Anyway, okay. Quad remesh it to 250. We're going to move that to ground and move this one to water. Okay, and we'll turn off water. And I want this one to be primarily water, but I do think I kind of want like a little bit of a lip of land. So let's take it from like here. I'll even go here to here to here to here, like that. Yeah. And even a little less. I'm gonna go like that. And that's gonna be our land area. And turn on proportional, GZ3. Raise it up a bit. Like that. All right. Cool. And let's go ahead and save. I've actually already created the folder because I brought in an object I sculpted. I will bring that in a second. 25 06 12 1. Yep. Save. Howdy, partner. How's it going? Add a modifier, terrain, trainer base, and we're going to cut its strength down to 2 and scale down to 0.01. Yeah, that looks cool. Alrighty. Now, let's go ahead and apply that. Bring our water back up. And bring our water up. Till we get to about, I don't know, where do we want it? About there. That's going to be our water line. 1.8, okay. And then Q, solidify. Thickness of 2 should be enough, right? Nope, not quite. 3. There we go. That works. Apply all. Okay, so there's our water. Good. Good to hear it. Got our water set up. Got our ground set up. And actually, wish I hadn't applied this already. You know, I'm just going to let's turn our water on. Just grab it, tab, edit our water, tab 3, Shift D, P section. Great. I'll move it later. Remesh it to 250. Delete it. The new one. Yeah, okay, cool. And I'm just going to C, delete all of that. X faces. And GZ up. And Now let's come in here and see. Let's weight those faces. And that's going to give us our initial platform pretty easily. Pretty good, actually. I'm going to get rid of this one, too. This feels weird. And then maybe let's take these. Sure. Turn off proportional. SX0. Straighten it down. There we go. That'll be a good starting point, I think, for our pier. Cool. And I'm digging that. Let's go grab our platformer from yesterday. I'm just gonna LP section. Cool. Grab that. We want to turn off the ground. Where's base? Base. There we go. Ground gone. Control C. Copy objects into collection and paste. Cool. Then we can select this. Link. Copy modifiers. Good deal. And where is it now? I'm going to move it. New collection to platform. Okay. Cool. So let's take platform and then give it back its base. And there we go. This needs more. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Cool. I'm just going to get rid of this one too. So we got that coming along here like so. I'm going to put a fairly large building there. And I want to bring a person so we can see scale. Let's put them on our thing right there. Generate our new human. Great. So that's it's still up a little high for where I want it to be for our pier, but I think I like it for the walkway. So let's edit this thing. And we're going to take, let's see, 2, or yeah, just 2. If we have one more. Yeah, let's do just 2. Do this one and this one. E. And I think GZ down. We'll try to leave it as a ramp though. There we go. And E. Yeah, so we got our pier coming down to just over our water right now. It's actually even touching our water, isn't it? Yeah, we actually want to maybe make it a bit higher. I'm going to turn on so I can see exactly what I got. And GZ up just a bit. Yeah, so like that. So we can see some platforming going on underneath it. Cool. Those are both going to be great, I think. This is going to be like a merchant on the dock area when we are complete. And we've actually given ourselves a lot more room than we probably need, and that's all right too. We're mostly going to be focusing on this area here, but this stuff is just going to be in case we want to see some, want to do a pullback shot. Save. All right. But I do really like the idea of having multiple levels. And I do want a building. Let's pull a building in next. And then we can sort of put platforms around it. And I think this building is going to actually have some plaster. We might grab from the... we'll either make our own. I haven't decided entirely. Or, come on, give it to me. There we go. Get out of there. Or we could go maybe the big, medium, small, Grand Bazaar, which is kind of grungy plaster-looking buildings. Maybe a combination of both. Let's see, Grand Bazaar, optimize 2K. I'm going to keep our poly count or our texture size down as a little bit if we can. And let's see. Bring this down. Did I get it? Oh, no, because I'm in edit mode. Make sure we're on platform. Up until now, we've only done wooden buildings. And nothing wrong with that, but there's a floor assembly. Great. And then we gotta give it a roof. Maybe. Blind. Maybe I don't even really need to, but let's see. Come on, Seth. Keep it together. We'll leave the roof for right now. Come back to it. Here. Another building. That one has a roof. All grumpy about roofs, apparently. There we go. Let's just kind of rotate it. Like that. Okay. And let's see. Let's do another one. So this one looks. Cool. Another one's also missing a roof, which is just good to know. Okay, cool. And I want to keep these little alleys because I think they're neat just to have some light back behind them. So we'll go with that. And maybe another one. Extension side here. So kind of going up big, small here a little bit. This one has a roof. Did it go the wrong way? Yeah, it does. Keep it straight. Cool. 7. Interestingly, it doesn't line up. Let's see if we can put it like right to there. Very narrow. Cool. Our fantasy swamp is indeed growing. That's true. They do that. Just gonna do some walls, just straight up walls. We don't need more than facades right now, honestly, anyway, really. Oh, I see why it's sidewaysing. That makes sense. It's basing it off of that. Let's see. There we go. So this one we will kind of get rid of that alley. And Q, we can array it. Let's see, do we want to? We could double it. Yeah, we'll just double it like that. That's cool. And then another door facade here. Keep it like that. And again, this is the area that's like less going to be the focus of our stories telling. We're going to be more like in here. So that's fine. Okay. Then, yeah, let's bring a balcony in and see what it does. Whew. Let me put it behind this wall. So it's a sense that it actually is a wall. Or we just mount it on top. Let's see. Control C, copy rotation. Cool. Put that up here. Like that. Yeah, let's do that. That looks cool. Oh, it's backwards though. There we go. Local GY, bring it back. That's kind of like that. And GX, so it's kind of like that. And we're not going to go too much deeper here, but we just need to make sure that that doesn't look weird. Otherwise, so let's just do a wall. Just a floor, regular. Do a wooden wall, I think. Let's see. It did, didn't it? I was like, what's going on? Okay. Okay. Control C, copy rotation. Good. Now, I'm going to RY 90, RY minus 90, RZ minus 90. Cool. Over here. There. Q, array. Let's just do it this way. And we go 3. Then we can go down 2. Great. Cover that floor area just in case we want to see it. Cool. And then can we mirror it? Let's see. Yep. Nice. I might even do one more array on it. Duplicate it. Change the second one from to X. Let's just see. I don't think I want it to be 3. I think we're just going to go 2 on this one. There we go. Nice big structural building there. We're not going to need a roof on it because we're not going to go up that high. But I think we are going to want to move all of these to ground. I'm going to do a new collection buildings. But I'm going to put them in ground. Okay. Because now, this thing, edit it again, turn off that, and let's grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. We'll just grab those for right now. Shift D, up to here, forward to there, SX0, oh, sorry. It should be. Oh, just those. Come on. There we go. And tab again. Let's see what that gives us. Great. So we're getting structural things over top of those buildings there, like that. I'm going to move it back a little bit, I think. Tab. On. Again, so I can see. L. GX. Come on. What are you doing? Don't delete. Make sure I have the right one selected. L. There we go. On. GX. Don't really want it like right in front of the door there if I can avoid it. Let's take it this way. That'll work. So almost like this structure has gone up after these other things have. I think I like that. That feels okay. And then, again, come back in here, turn it off, tab. Come on. 1, 7, G, bring that over to there. And 2, bring that over to there. Let's see what that does for us. Cool. So we're getting some of that second level thing, because we can now come in and tab and E out to here and E out to here. Now let's rotate it around like that. There we go. Okay, and then this one and this one, Shift D, GZ 2.5. Take a look. Yeah. So those buildings are they're starting to become just included into this space a little bit, which is what we want. Cool. Let's keep going with that. I like this idea. This is working well. 7. Shift D, G, and bring it over to here as well. There we go. And then these ones, W, subdivide. Okay, cool. This one, this one, Shift D, GZ 2.5, up again. Cool. And then let's take this one and this one, Shift D, GZ 2.5. That's going to give us a tiered step approach to this thing. Cool. Everywhere. Like it. And then here, let's go 3, Shift D, G, Z, 2.5, W, subdivide. Great. 2, and here, no, here, and here. Fill. And we need to give it a material now. Base everything plus assign bridge. Okay, so we got a bridge going there, across. Excellent. And here, E, Z minus 2.5, and then G out. Cool. There's a ladder for that. E, Z minus 2.5. Ladder for that. And ladder for that. And a ladder for that. Take a look. Yes. Lots of fun ladders. Got a bridge. Like it. Okay. So the idea in general for all this is we're just kind of zooming in a little bit every time. So we start with a big area and we're moving to the smaller area and we're still making it bigger than we need to, but we're just kind of keeping this space going. And then here, EZ, I don't know exactly how far down it was. It's more than 2.5 though. There. There. Good. And here, EZ minus 2.5. Slightly. Great. And here. Long ladder on that one. The idea is stuff is just going up and around everywhere. And we want it to feel crazy enough that we just believe it keeps going. Ugh, I don't like that coming in front of those, though. Well, they're just windows. It's okay. Still not super crazy about it, though. I'm going to try something. Tab. I'm going to... V. Cut that. 3. GX. Yeah. Try. You know, it's fine. 2. 7. G. Back just a little bit. I don't care if it doesn't line up exactly, actually. E. And forward just a little bit. And this one, I'm going to make a balcony. Let's see what that does. Yeah, cool. Just keeps that ugly crossbar thing off in front of our house or building or whatever it is. I'm liking all of this. This is looking good. here. EZ down. Okay, there's another big ladder there then. That's cool. Then here, E, 3. Let's do that. Stairs are good too for that sort of thing. We lined up. We're pretty close to lined up, actually. I'm going to bring that up just a bit more, so it's reasonably close to the other one. Shift-D, GZ, up till it's reasonably close to that one. Cool. W, subdivide. Nah, let's just subdivide this way. Okay, and then 3, or 2 rather, sorry. There we go. Fill that, make that also a bridge. Ooh, I feel like those open windows on this side. I didn't even notice they went both ways. Do you want to? Nah, it's fine. We're good with that. They're just different buildings, but I do like it though. Maybe we'll take it. And bring it over here. It's going to slow because it's interfacing with our platform everywhere. Which way am I getting? I want the open windows, not the closed windows. Okay. Just gonna bring it back over to like there. That'll be fun. Okay. Then we can come back to this tab. And I'm just gonna here add a new plane. You know what? Let's just do it this way. Make it even kind of wonky. It's not a perfect square. And then we want to go up there, and 1 or 3. Let's see, that's fine. Down a little bit, and then Shift-D up to there. Cool. Then W, subdivide. Cool. And E to there. Good deal. And then we'll just merge these together. Got a weird little bump, and that's fine. Looking good. I'm going to leave this here so we can get some of the trees and the glowy bits in there coming through. Okay. So I think we're getting pretty good at close to having our base structural area set up. do a bit more, I guess. We can always do more. But let's look and see. That's looking good across there. I like it. I like it. Let's just do a bit more here. Shift D, GZ minus 2.5. I guess we can go a little higher than that. Cool. Fill. That's going to be like a wonky stare, and it's going to be like a weird curvy stare. Let's see how we feel about it. That's fine. Like it. Let's just take that to all the way to there. There we go. And one more to like there, and then we'll go here. Actually, kind of line it up roughly like that. Roughly like that. And we'll even go off into the water, I think. Cool. And then again, Shift D, GZ 2.5. GZ 2.5. E. No. Come on. Shift D. There we go. GZ 2.5. Thank you. Shift D. Get a little tower thing going on here. It's a funky little sidestep thing because of the angle, but that's okay. We can even edit. E. Yeah, we'll take it across so it touches that too. And then just this one. It goes in a bit further. Let's see what that gives us. Yeah, that looks cooler. Now let's cut this in half. Cool. Which will give us more pillars. Yeah. Good deal. Maybe even. Is that the same height? No. Let's see what happens if we just make it a bridge. Just want to see. It's going to be an angled bridge. It'd be a little weird, but yeah, that's neat. Let's do it. It's like a stairway bridge. That's fun. Yeah, I dig that. We can maybe hang some stuff off of it. Should be cool. Okay, let's save. So they're going to say this is our primary scene setup for this dock. And I want to put a merchant here in front. I think we're going to do the same thing we did yesterday and use the medieval market from Kit Bash and one of the bigger tents for that. Maybe. Let's see. I'm going to use a different one we used last time. Let's use this one. Let's see what it looks like. I want to fill up some of this space so we have less emptiness to it once we actually get our render going. And that feels pretty big, which is good. There. 3D cursor. Global. Rotate it around like that. Bring it in. Just make sure it's not cutting. It doesn't look like it is. That seems okay. It's going to even kind of come straight to like there. Almost touching the wall. I think that's a good one. Going to definitely help us sell this as a semi-bustly market type area, or at least dock area. Maybe not a market so much, but we want some stalls and stuff. Let's grab this one, put it here. Where'd it go? Oh. To there. Cool. Lined up. I'm fine with that. The pile of stuff underneath there. Cool. And she's going to take that same pile of stuff. Just bring it over here. And ours, let's. There we go. I don't think anyone will notice it's the same pile of stuff now. Cool. Save. Okay, and we're still at 3.4. We're doing good on polys. I was just doing a little check there. If we got something underneath those, that's good. I'll put some underneath here too, I think. Let's do this one. See how big it is. It's about right. Come on. Okay. Take it in just a little bit to like there. And because I'm anal, there, now it's not clipping. Cool. So we're looking, we can see we got some nice market stall action going on there. Feels good. Probably want something on these second levels up here too. At least not sure what, but something. Might just throw some crates up there though. Already have some barrels. We can make a crate and barrel. Cool. Just give me all of them. Thought I did look him. There we go. What's going on? Delete. Delete. I got dupes going on everywhere, right? Okay, yeah. GZ. Alt D. Okay, fine. There. Now let's just rotate them slightly so they're not all on the same exact axis. A couple degrees helps. Cool. Medieval doesn't really differentiate those two things. So most people just live in the back areas of these spaces. So you wouldn't see a lot of like separate hotels and that kind of thing. A little bit more as we get into more modern stuff, but we're still kind of low on that. I want to check, but you did remind me. I want to look at some of our steampunk options, see if there's anything we want to use. Because this place is a little bit higher tech than just medieval. It's kind of, it's Final Fantasy medieval, you know? Whatever that means. Which means we might want to throw some funky stuff up there. Let's take this big cart here. This is not steampunk, but, you know, hey. But I think it would be appropriate kind of in over here. Yeah, let's see that there. Kind of also helps block our line of sight, which adds depth to things. Anytime you get to do partially block line of sight, it's going to make your piece feel deeper. Hey, so we got that. Cool. I want to start focusing a little bit on morning, Michael. Yeah, man, I got up at 4:30 this morning, so that's when I first woke up, and I didn't really fall back asleep again. So I feel you. Where do we want to put, and what do we want? I kind of want our harbor master person in here. Is there a door on the other side of this one? No, just windows. But they are fancier windows. No, about the same. I think we're going to make this kind of here where we're going to focus our stuff. So right here, I need to import the thing I sculpted, which is there we go. Object, set origin to 3D cursor. Geometry to origin. Very big. Okay, scale it down. I sculpted this on my iPad Nomad Sculpt this morning over breakfast, just because I do that sometimes. Could have done it in Blender, didn't. It needs a material. I don't think I have our flow materials in here yet. Let's see. No, I do not. extras, utility, or shading, append materials. Now let's see. It's not UV'd, so let's UV it. Smart UV project. Continuing our weird demon goddess on the side of things is a story element. There she is. Metal. Let's just see what that looks like. I do a bit of both. Again, and when you're live streaming every weekday, sometimes you just have to be like, you know, I could do that, and then you'd get, you know, one scene a week instead of 5. And modeling these sort of assets is just slow. So, and frankly, not very accurate to how a professional works. So that'll work for right now. Professional concept artist doesn't usually model a lot of these sort of things as much. They model the things that are important, like this. The things that are background dressing. You would not believe how much stuff comes from the SketchUp warehouse. Or maybe you would, but a lot does. Okay. So we like that there. And let's bring another couple things in here. Cool. And it's really interesting how people get very divided over, do you make your own assets entirely? Do you use other people's stuff? Is it cheating to use other people's stuff? I mean, I don't really think there's a right answer one way or another. I obviously use other people's stuff. I also make my own stuff, whatever. Cool. And I got a few more of these like jars. I like them. Kind of on the ground in front of that one. Right. That is certainly true. You have to be careful with that. And it is a big deal. It's one of the reasons why I try for as much realism as possible versus stylization. Is if you're using other people's assets who also strive for realism, it tends to make it easier. That and TV and film likes realism. So, for the most part, anyway. Cool. I'm liking that. We need to put a light in here to focus on that, but we haven't got to that point yet. But that's going to be sort of the target point where we're headed for this story. That's the only cheating. It can be bad from a concept art perspective if you use other people's stuff and, what the heck is that? And don't add enough value, but then you just shouldn't get hired. So I'm kind of like, it's a self-correcting problem. If all you do is use other people's stuff, you're not going to get a job. So great. There we go. Add value. As long as you're adding value, I don't really have a problem. That's looking pretty good. It's definitely kind of getting that like rundown dock vibe that I was wanting. I think we're might need to put a, well, we'll see. I was gonna say we might need to put a back wall on this thing. Otherwise we're gonna get light bleed through there, but we might even want that, so we'll leave it for right now. Okay. Still going. I'm going to I want another ladder, I think. Yeah, for sure. And I don't. That's the other thing is I don't make fan models of other people's stuff. So like, oh yeah. Cut that. Cool. Cut that. Cool. Make that a balcony. Now we can easy minus 2.5. Out to there and there we go. Now we got a ladder. That's kind of weird, but you know, hey. Yeah, I definitely got to give credit. That is certainly the case. I don't care. Do I care? I kind of do care. That's annoying me. How can we fix that? Can we do a... Let's see if this will help. Balcony. Flip direction. See if that will get rid of that damn pole. Nope. You know what we can do, though, because it's its own thing, is on... Yeah, come on. Tab. Oh, I wanted to be in edit mode. I was in edit mode. Off 3, 7, G. Let's see if that works. Let's see if it's too far over. It's pretty far over, but it definitely does work better for what we're trying to do. You know what? No. Change my mind. There we go. There we go. Now we're building up. And what do we have in... What am I thinking? Water Village for this. Let's look for 2K Water Village stuff. So we can find some, again, interesting things. I'll put another cart, I think. Let's do this cart and put it here. Mm-hmm. Oh, you went down. Cool. Kind of like this idea of having this whole like Vietnamese water village that's goblins. It's working for me. Did I just rotate those around? Yeah. Feels fun. Put that, yeah, like right there. And I think we're going to put a person in here now. Go away, scene collection. Go away, Christoph. Okay. And I think we're going to use one of the Water Village people. And we're going to put an old lady in here. Old lady, old man. I think old lady. Let's put her right here. Another human. I think this is the first other human we have seen. She lives here. Yes, and it's her shop. I'm going to put her kind of right here underneath that light, too. Is there a light? No. Well, we're going to put a light there. There she is. Cool. Hi, Patrick. There are no world humans. So this is one of the numbered people, but they're not from High Rock. So they are from a different respawn point. There are many. Let's see. Git bash. And Steampunk. Let's see what we got here. I was looking for... Yes, that's what we want. A lamp. RY. Great. Put that. You know what? I'm just gonna. There we go. Okay. Local here. RZ90. There we go. So now it's lined up to that. That feels pretty good. Stick it in there. I could give it a bolt, but I'm not going to. It says, is it lit? I don't remember. Let's look. It needs to be lit. It's not lit. It's going to be lit. Let's light it. Okay, so glass. We're going to change that glass. Well, first off, let's take a look at it. Probably that glass is not going to work for us because it's not going to be double paned. Select. Shift hide. It's not. Okay. Face orientation tab. Now, Alt E along normals. Cool. Yes. Good enough. Great. Select glass. Cool. That's all of it. Good deal. Materials. Special. And rough glass. Or frosted glass. Let's do rough glass. And add material. Okay. Take a look at it now. Okay. Good deal. Tab. Hide the glass. Good deal. Here, 3. Inset. E. Inset. E. And inset. E. Scale it out. Okay. Then this stuff is going to be plus assign. Do I have any candlelight now? I do. I'm going to use it again. Yep. Assign. Alt hide tab. See how that's look. button. There we go. We have light. And it's the same light color as the lights that are used in the lanterns on the walls too. Oh, that helps a lot. That's going to be cool. Yeah, so it's the same light that's in these ones up there. Definitely into that. We're not going to put any other lights on this road because we want to draw attention to her. Turn off face orientation. Cool. Now, we'll go ahead and put that next light that we're looking at here. Inside this room here. We're going to put lights. Go with an area. We're going to make it round. GZ up to there. And we're going to cheat it slightly forward to focus on the back of that thing. Yeah. Color, we're going to make it like 4500 and a power of 200 to start with. We may have to adjust it later. I don't know, man. I haven't been a cool person in a long time. Cool. I think that will do what we want it to do, which is, again, focus attention on that pot, cauldron, whatever we want to call it. Okay. Now, so I realized I had screwed up making my biome yesterday. It's annoying. Because the jungle one won't come across with its materials. So I think I'm going to do it separately again. Let's try to do something with biomes. I am on, which one? Retopo circle. Okay, yes. And we just want cluster this time. We're just going to grab the plant lights. So it's cluster, great. And then we're going to export to biome. Biome name, this is what I just changed before, right? Mire orb plants. Next step. Cool, that is correct. Yeah, we'll export it, sure. Author. Me! Sure. Reload library afterward. Oh, but didn't in the other one, right? Done. Okay, so now... Well, maybe we haven't loaded the libraries yet. Let's see. Let's go to geoscatter here. Grab our ground as an emitter. And biome, open biomes. My biomes. No, it's not here. Is there a way to refresh? I think I asked this yesterday and I didn't see. Let's see. Reload library. No. Fine. File, save. File. General. I want to keep the other one open still, so we're just going to do this again. File, open recent, merchant. There we go. Okay, now biome scatter. Open biomes. My biomes. What? Do you not get it? Do I have to exit the whole thing? Fine. I know it's in this one, but great. Fire merchant. Come on, ye. Loading up. Come on. Look at the other one. See if there's anything else we want to pull while we're looking at it. We gotta just re-grab the jungle ground and bring it in on its own. Taking forever. One of those days loading Blender. Oh yeah, so yesterday after you guys left, I added just a couple of platforms in the back here. You can see 1, 2, and 3, just to give it that more depth. So it was a little bit more that I added after we finished. Now it's almost done. There we go. All right. Open biomes. Where are you? I saved you. Looks like I didn't want to make it. Well, whatever. We're just going to grab it manually then. I don't care. Nice. That is pretty funny. Tree systems. We're just going to grab these again. We're just going to make it again. Because I don't know why it's being a pain in my ass. Bring those trees in. M, new collection, or seeing collection, new collection. Orb trees. Okay, so we got them selected. Great. And we're going to go with this one again. And scatter objects. All this screwing around. Okay. And distribution, we know it's going to be 0.1 is what we set it to. And rotation, vertical influence, although it's almost flat, but you know, hey. 0.85. Cool. And proximity. And again, I think we're going to do this same thing we did last time because it worked well. let's take this here, turn that off, duplicate it, new collection, proximity. And in the proximity one, yes, we're going to just delete this modifier there. Let's turn it off. This one we'll turn it back on. Proximity can be off and it still works. So here, proximity repel. Proximity. Minimum of 4. So it's, again, if you weren't here yesterday, so now it's doing its proximity checking. It's a much simpler object than this thing. It's just doing the base planes, but it gives us essentially the same results. So much better. Okay. Then the last thing we'll do is after we bring in the jungle ground, which is this here. We're not going to see a lot of it anyway. We might even be able to just get away with the orb plants, but we'll bring in the bamboo as well. Oh, the other thing we need to do with the orb plants was double their size. They weren't big enough. I'll do that when this finishes, because I can't do it till it finishes. Yeah. Okay, great. Go away. Okay, yes. So let's do that while I'm thinking about it first. Scale. Default scale is 2. Okay, and then this one we're going to move to jungle forest 2, which we will then set to have an upward obstruction of ground, or of water, sorry. It's on the ground. Water. Now let's turn it on. We'll save first. Turn it on. Cool. Yeah, so proximity is working. Might even bring it a little closer than 4 on this one. Let's take it to 2.5. Yeah. Just to give us some more light emitting objects in there. And then let's try turning on the bamboo, which also needs to have a proximity. Repel. Proximity of 2. Two seems good. And we're getting a little bit there. Do I care? Let's just see if we got 2.5. Yeah. Given I don't care exactly how close they are, that's fine. Okay. Then we're going to grab our fog again from over here, just because it was faster than not. Easy fog. Alt-tab easy fog is the folder it needs to go to. Copy. think I've been good about that. Yeah. Paste. And M, new collection, Alt, Tab, Easy, Fog. And that should mean I can come to it and just adjust it. Yeah, I have control. 1 GZ, bring it up above the waterline. Speed our render up twice as fast. Okay. Sky, gonna keep grabbing the same world, or import. Where am I? HDR. Cloudy tonight. 1094. Keep this world the same structure right now. Color palette. Photographer. Exposure of 8. Should be about right. Now let's come down here and set our first shot up. Which may not be the shot we use for, actually, because we put her there, now I'm going to move this to here. There we go. Just gives us a bit more breathing room for her. Camera, the Alexa 65, anamorphic lens, 35, widescreen resolution to Panavision. Cool. And then focus on her, and let's see what that gives us. Save. Definitely getting that's well lit. That might be a bit bright for her for this one, which means I'll have to adjust it because I can't change them all. So new one. It's a much bigger light source on the other side, and we'll make a strength of 50. That's better. Yeah. Cool. And I'm just going to go back over here and grab one area light. Copy object, back over here. Turn off geoscatter. Go to lights. And paste. And G. Point at her. See how that looks for us. I turned off the trees, but let's see. Come here. It's a little far out still. Yeah. It's in local, right? Oh. Where are we? Come here. That's probably better. You know what? I'm just gonna, there we go. Yeah, so why didn't it? If it's got a little rotation on it. There we go. Now it's lined up right. I was like, okay. To her on 3D cursor, so then we can RY and take it down just a bit. Let's see. Yes. That is better. So now she feels simultaneously dark and in shadow, but we can still see that she's there, which is important. this pot thing here. It is right in the... Well, it's not right in the center. Let's move it more to the center, actually. There we go. So we can see both sides of it illuminated. I keep calling it a pot instead of a cauldron, but you get the idea. The cauldron is there. Okay. That's feeling pretty good to me. I like it. Let's keep going. Need to bring in some other people too, because she's not alone in this space. This is a busy area. Let's grab them from here again. Take this pointy guy. I like him. We didn't get to see him well last time. Let's move her, actually. New collection. People. And put pointing guy like there. Where do we want him? We don't want him right there. Yeah, that's cool. He's pointing up there. We like him there. He's going to be talking to... Let's do hat guy. Okay, hat guy. GZ 3.5. Here. Still more, huh? Cool. Both those guys are looking good. Now, I was thinking, back to platform. Kind of want to put those are off, like sitting on things, but I'm looking for some pipes, I think. Or we could try these, but I'm not sure they're going to work for me. They just have to be right in front of me, so. Well, they might work. Yeah, that'll work. They're just sort of floating in nothing space right now, but that's okay. We'll fix that so they're not. I do like them out that far, though. What do we want to put there? I want to look for something else in my stuff. Most of this is more high-tech than that, but there is some. And we're looking at mostly silhouette anyway at this point, so. Oh, that'll be fun. This is a boat engine. We're going to use it. 3D scan of a boat engine. I'm going to scale it up. Bring it up. R-Y. Yeah. See if you can even see it. You can. Good. I think it's better the other side. RZ 180. Yes, it is. Cool. You can barely see it, but I think it's cool. And I just like using a boat engine at this point. Just want to add just a hint of a bit, like I said, a bit more than just medieval stuff, and some of those pipes would be good. Yeah, that's fine. Like you said, it doesn't do anything, but it's just there. Engine bit here, same kind of vibe. These are 3D scans from the Farm Equipment Museum in Langley, British Columbia. Definitely a good kind of thing to be using for this for steampunk. Just push it back into that. There we go. Into the alley. Cool. Take a look again. Yeah, that's cool. Just a tiny little something there, but it helps establish, even just subliminally, what we're talking about. Maybe one more gobbo here in our space, kind of further back. I think maybe like right back here. We'll grab our shirtless guy. Walking. Oh, those shouldn't be people. Well, they're not. This should be, though. Paste. A 3D scan appeared. A wild 3D scan appeared, yeah. GZ 3.5. Cool. I like him there. I think that's good for this shot. We might need to add more if I pull back, but since we're almost done, let's take a look. Turn on scatter again. Save. Did we focus on her? I can't even remember if we did. I think we did. Let's focus on her. Yeah, we did. we got slow on that. There we go. That's coming. It's like, what? My samples. My stars. Make sure nothing else is... No, nothing else is large. Okay. Go back. Alrighty. I think that's where we're going to be. I don't know why it's sampling so bloody slow right now. It was doing alright a second ago. Thanks, Blender. But anyway, I feel like it's a pretty good scene. So we built our entire dock area. It's a much larger dock area than the first one we started it. We used a combination of some kit bash stuff, mostly from big, medium, small for the buildings, and then generated some platforms, made it out the way we want it to be. Got our market stuff from kit bash 3D. Brought in our goblins that we've been making over the week. And like I said, and a little bit of 3D scanning from me. And our orbs. And I feel like it's a pretty good scene. I'm kind of liking it. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me again today. As always, I appreciate it. And I will be back tomorrow, and I think we might do inside this shop tomorrow. Could do another interior. It's been, at least one a week. Should be good. We'll see, unless I get a better idea. Anyway, take care, everybody. Have a great rest of your day, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.